President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi met with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, who conveyed U.S. President Donald Trump's greetings following a high-level meeting in New York on Gaza's post-war future. Madbouli, representing al-Sisi at the UN General Assembly and a two-state solution conference, said Trump praised Egypt's regional role and confirmed U.S. opposition to the continuation of war in Gaza, proposing a clear roadmap for ending it and rebuilding the enclave without displacing its people. al-Sisi reaffirmed Egypt's strategic commitment to peace and the two-state solution based on the 1967 borders, with East Jerusalem as the Palestinian capital. He also rejected any forced displacement of Palestinians or Israeli annexation of West Bank territories, emphasizing Egypt's readiness to work with the international community to increase humanitarian aid for Gaza and support a sustainable resolution. The Egyptian Red Crescent has dispatched the 42nd Aid Convoy to Gaza, carrying a number of trucks loaded with urgent humanitarian aid. The Egyptian Red Crescent said that the Zaid al-Izza convoy is carrying approximately 3,400 tons of urgent humanitarian aid needed by the Strip. This included around 2,500 tons of food supplies and flour, more than 700 tons of medical supplies, relief items and tents, as well as over 160 tons of diesel fuel. These efforts are part of Egypt's broader initiative to provide food and relief support for the people of Gaza. Spain has deployed a Navy patrol ship to assist the 8th flotilla heading to Gaza. Speaking at the UN General Assembly, Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez said the vessel would help protect Spanish citizens and ensure safe navigation in the Mediterranean. The Spanish government is calling for adherence to international law and the protection of its citizens. The move follows reports that drones or aircraft dropped unidentified objects on the flotilla, triggering multiple explosions. Responsibility for the incident has not been claimed. Italian Defense Minister Guido Crosetto announced that his country will send a second Navy vessel to support the International Aid Flotilla that came under drone attack while attempting to deliver humanitarian aid to Gaza. Crosetto warned activists against insisting on breaking the Israeli blockade, urging them to accept an Italian proposal to deliver the aid to Cyprus and the Latin Patriarchate in Jerusalem, which would then handle its transfer. He stated, "We cannot guarantee the safety of our citizens if they enter the territorial waters of other countries." U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff stated that the United States is optimistic, even confident, that we will be able to announce some form of breakthrough in the ongoing Israeli war on Gaza in the coming days. He added that former President Donald Trump's 21-point peace plan was presented to some leaders on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly.
Even potentially Jeddah. So the city's moving around a little bit, but it will be Saudi Arabia.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said he will use his address at the United Nations General Assembly to denounce recent moves by some countries to recognize a Palestinian state. Netanyahu stated he would speak the truth on behalf of Israel and its soldiers and strongly criticize world leaders who, in his words, support murderers by advocating for Palestinian statehood. He also confirmed plans to meet U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington during the visit, their fourth meeting, to discuss regional developments, including the war in Gaza, efforts to return Israeli detainees, and expanding normalization with Arab states.